So on this glorious Saturday morning, we're just about to set off. A little bit later than what we had planned to, but to be honest, with the troubles we've had with Hattie since the beginning of the year, I'll just be glad to get there, have a nice, safe, trouble-free journey, enjoy the journey, especially when we get towards Wales with the hills and the beautiful sky today. As you can see, it's gorgeous. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to a nice, easy journey and getting there today, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, everything's loaded up, the fan's loaded up, the trailer's loaded. Nice little trailer this, accommodates our 2 bikes perfectly. Both bikes strapped in, there's a system for packing the bikes in. We put as much stuff as we can down the sides, because that helps to secure the bikes in. As you can see down the centre there, there's all the spare wheels. So yeah, we've ordered McDonald's breakfast because that's going to arrive shortly, so we're going to just eat that on the way, because we don't really want to have to be stopping and losing an hour by sitting in a cafe somewhere having breakfast. We will have to stop for probably a toilet stop, but stretch our legs, but that's okay. So yeah, the next vlog will be when we're in Wales on our journey to the circuit, and this will definitely be true today. Well, we are 15 miles from Tonfanau in a lay-by, and to be honest, right now I have no words. Well, 7 hours now we've been stranded in Hattie motorhome due to a fan belt failure. Further up that way we are parked in a lay-by, which is well off the road, so we're safe. We've just settled the kids down for the night in the motorhome to get some sleep. We're still waiting for the recovery, which has been promised now. We've had 4 different ETAs since 2 PM this afternoon, so to be honest, it's a bit of a joke. Yeah, so I'm walking a mile this way where there's apparently a garage, because I really fancy a bar of chocolate. The views along here for walking are quite stunning. Very quiet. It's nice to have a bit of headspace, because to be honest with you, I'm pretty pissed off. So yeah, I just need to get out and have a little walk. So yeah, I'll sign off now and let you all know later what's happening. Morning. So we are now 18 hours in to being stranded in Snowdonia, in the middle of nowhere, 15 miles from circuit, which we didn't make yesterday. We basically broke down here yesterday at 2 PM. It's now what, 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock the following morning. We should actually be at the circuit now, actually getting ready for practice, but that is the furthest thing from our mind right now, being racing, because we are stuck here with a broken down motorhome. Despite being promised by the recovery service yesterday that we had 4 or 5 ETAs for when the recovery would arrive, it's still not arrived, and we're now into the following day. So we are living in a lay-by in Snowdonia. Further that way, about probably half a mile, is a little cottage in the valley, and we spent yesterday going back and forth there, taking it in turns, me and Shannon, because he has a very small amount of Wi-Fi. This guy lives there on his own and has very kindly let us use his Wi-Fi, and that's the only outside connection we have got with the world with our phones, hence the lack of blogs of where we are and what we're doing. So we're going to have some breakfast, get the barbecue on. We've got some bacon, we've got things, we've got
fish.
we've got fish. Yeah, the guy in the cottage just over the way there actually gave us a large chunk of frozen salmon, which we're going to stick on the barbecue. So there are some positives to be taken from this whole adventure.
Albeit few and far between.
We did have a little bit of sleep, but we were quite mindful the recovery might come, which they actually didn't. It's actually beyond a joke, to be fair. So anyway, the problem with the van, just in case you're wondering why we haven't actually fixed it ourselves, is that the fan belt that was fitted 2 weeks ago at the garage, and it had a brand new alternator, the fan belt was moved on the, can't remember, I don't know what you call them, pulleys. It moved on the pulleys, there's 3 pulleys, and it's basically chafed all the side of the fan belt. So if we'd have carried on, the fan belt would have basically snapped and came off, the fan would have overheated, the battery would have gone flat. So we had no option other than to pull over on the side of the road. It's not something that we can fix at the side of the road ourselves. We haven't got a spare fan belt. So yeah, we are stuck here until the recovery does eventually come. Who knows when that'll be, because it is now Sunday morning. We could be here another day yet, who knows. Just over there on the left, there's a little glen with running stream water. So we are now down to relying on stream water in bottles, which we are boiling. So we are proper off the grid. How's everybody feeling?
Not good.
Not good. That is pretty much sums up the whole weekend in one word. I quite like that. Not good. Not good is good.
The kids have had to go 24 hours with no Wi-Fi.
Yeah, imagine that.
They've had to actually play together.
So the Barbie's on, as you can see, and I mean everything is just like still hooked up, and obviously the bikes are still in the trailer, and they're not going to be doing anything, are they? So I'm pretty gutted, to be honest. Pretty gutted. But I'll bounce back from this as I do everything else, and we'll live to see another day. So I'm going to sign off for now, and we'll report back again later.
I'll just shout if you walk.
So breakfast is on, you can see the barbecue going. Just taking Ellie to the toilet. Just going to show you the fish on the barbecue that the fella that lives in the cottage in the valley gave us.
Don't know what this tripe is on the radio there.
Oh, would you look at that? Look at that, nice big piece of salmon and some sausages.
That have exploded. Here you go, Ellie.
Look at that. Stranded in the Snowdonia Mountains now for it's about 20 hours now. Got my little friend, Ellie. At least we're getting good weather. I'm not sure how it would have been if it was raining. Stuck in the motorhome with 4 people in it and a dog for 24 hours. I think I'd have gone and slept in the bushes. Well, we finally got there with the recovery. We've got Hattie on the back.
No, don't put me on.
Thank you for the fish, by the way. Thank you for the salmon, it was delicious.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, we've got Hatchie on the back. We've also got the trailer on the back. It's been a bit of a job this, but we got there in the end. And we've still got both bikes. Everything's still intact. So yeah, it's all good. And then we're going to be on the road to head home.
Yeah, you're on the way out.
Hey?
Man. You're on the way out.